I never imagined that a single trip would change the course of my life forever. At 17 years old, I believed family was the safest place in the world. I believed that blood meant trust, protection, and love. That belief was shattered deep inside a forest, where silence screamed louder than words. It all started as a family getaway. My uncle suggested a trip to a remote hill forest, far from city noise, far from school pressure, far from everything. He said it would teach me strength, independence, and respect for nature. My parents agreed. I didn't question it. I was young, naive, and excited. The forest was beautiful during the day. Tall trees touched the sky, cold wind brushed my face, birds sang like nothing bad could ever happen, but beauty can be the most dangerous lie. On the second evening, my uncle asked me to collect firewood from a nearby trail. "It's not far," he said. "Just follow the red marks on the trees." I trusted him. I walked deeper and deeper, collecting wood, feeling proud that I was helping. When I turned back, the red marks were gone. The forest had swallowed me whole. I shouted their names. No answer. I ran. Every direction looked the same. Trees, shadows, silence. Then night fell. Darkness in a forest isn't just the absence of light. It's alive. Every sound feels closer. Every movement feels like danger. My heart pounded as fear crawled into my chest. I realized something terrifying. They weren't looking for me. I was abandoned. That night, I slept under a broken tree, hugging my knees, fighting tears. I was cold, hungry, scared, but more than anything, I felt betrayed. The next few days tested everything inside me. I learned to drink water from leaves. I ate berries, hoping they weren't poisonous. I used stones to scare animals away. I followed the sun to keep my direction. Each night, fear returned. Each morning, hope fought back. On the fifth day, I heard a sound that didn't belong to the forest, a human voice. I ran until my lungs burned. A group of hikers found me, weak, dirty, but alive. When they asked who I came with, I couldn't answer. My voice broke. Authorities investigated. My uncle claimed it was an accident. No proof, no punishment. But I knew the truth. Some lessons are paid for with pain. Today, I'm stronger, not because I survived the forest, but because I survived betrayal. And if you're watching this feeling alone, afraid, or abandoned, remember this: you are stronger than the people who left you behind. I was only 17 when I learned a brutal truth. Sometimes the people closest to you are the most dangerous. What began as a peaceful trip turned into a nightmare that still visits me in my sleep. My cousin invited me on a weekend adventure to a remote forest area. He said it was about bonding, freedom, and escaping the noise of life. No internet, no phones, just nature. I trusted him. That was my first mistake. Day 1, the lie. The forest looked alive in daylight. Sunlight filtered through tall trees. The air smelled fresh. Everything felt safe. That night, we sat near the fire. He spoke about courage, about how real strength comes from being alone. I didn't realize he was preparing me for abandonment. Day 2, the setup. Early in the morning, he asked me to explore a nearby trail and record some clips for a vlog. "Stay close," he said. "I'll be right here." I walked forward. When I returned, the camp was gone. The fire was cold. No bag, no cousin, only silence. Panic. I shouted his name, again and again. My voice echoed back, mocking me. The forest didn't care. As evening fell, fear tightened around my chest. I had no food, no compass, and no phone signal. That's when reality hit me. I was alone, completely. Night 1, fear. Every sound felt like death approaching. Leaves cracked, branches snapped, eyes watched from the dark, or so I imagined. I didn't sleep. I survived the night by talking to myself, reminding my heart to keep beating. Day 3, survival mode. Hunger arrived before hope. I drank water from a stream. I ate wild berries, hoping they wouldn't kill me. I followed the sun. I used broken glass to reflect light. Pain became normal. Fear became fuel. Day 4, the breaking point. I collapsed. My body gave up before my mind did. That's when I heard footsteps. Not animals. Humans. Rescue. A forest patrol team found me barely conscious. They wrapped me in a blanket, asked questions, and called for help. When they asked who I came with, I stayed silent, because the truth hurt more than the forest ever did. Aftermath. He said it was an accident. Authorities couldn't prove otherwise. But I knew. Some betrayals leave no evidence, only scars.